Hey, New York 16, I have some very exciting news for you. Last week, my office submitted hundreds of requests for federal funding that will support our district in so many ways as part of the federal appropriations process. Appropriations is the process through which the federal government allocates funding to federal agencies each year and makes requests for how that money is spent. It is an amazing opportunity to work collaboratively to ensure the federal government increases support for the programs and issues that matter most to our district. And that's exactly what we did. We engaged over 200 local governments, nonprofits, community leaders, and small businesses to advocate for more federal funding going directly to New York's 16th district. So many of you reached out to express your interest in supporting everything from better healthcare funding to veterans programs, humanitarian aid, and public schools, funding for firefighters, for refugee resettlement, and for environmental remediation. I am grateful to each and every one of you who worked with us through this appropriation season to make our voice heard. I want to highlight 3 things we joined together to fight for this appropriation season. Number 1, funding child care centers. Our communities cannot thrive without universal access to child care. I received tons of requests to advocate for child care this season, so I submitted a request to substantially increase investment in this essential program. Number 2, broadband and subsidized housing. Dozens of local groups and constituents have told me about the importance of broadband access during the pandemic. Yet, affordable housing residents are twice as likely to be without broadband as the general population. In New York 16, 10% of seniors don't have internet access at home. So, this appropriation cycle, I led a letter that 47 colleagues joined to encourage HUD to use its funding to assess the broadband needs of public housing and voucher residents and propose solutions to creating universal broadband because broadband is a 21st century utility. Number 3, supporting our immigrant neighbors. Nearly half of my district was born outside of the United States, and there are so many advocates, organizations, and constituents working every day to ensure that everyone is welcome in the northern Bronx and southern Westchester. To support our immigrant community and live out our New York City values, I submitted requests to increase funding for the resettlement programs, improve the special immigrant visa process, and remove barriers to accessing federal programs. Also this cycle, for the first time in over a decade, members of Congress got to submit 10 funding requests for special initiatives in our district. I submitted requests to fund projects around workforce development, education, mental health, telehealth, youth violence, housing support, and economic development across our district. For example, I was able to request funding to improve waterfront access in Co-op City and to rehabilitate a senior center in Mamaroneck. I was blown away by all the incredible projects submitted and the amazing organizations and local government leaders working to support our constituents. As your congressperson, it is amazing and humbling to be able to advocate for all of you this appropriation season. So just wanted to say thank you to everyone in our district who works to make this country and world a better place. It is an honor to be in this work with you all. There's so much more to do. We have to keep fighting to make sure Congress funds these programs as much as they can. We have the resources to support every single person, but it will take all of us to make it happen. Let's go. Peace and love to you and your families.